Welcome to Malice and Mystery, where the darkness speaks. Enter a world of chilling tales, eerie mysteries, and spine-tingling horror. From real-life paranormal encounters to unsolved mysteries and terrifying urban legends, we bring you the darkest stories from the shadows. Subscribe if you dare, and remember, some mysteries are better left unsolved. Real-life encounters with shadow people. A young woman, Emily, in her late 20s. She sits at her desk, typing on her laptop. The camera slowly zooms in on her face as she pauses, looking uneasy. The sound of a clock ticking fills the background. Emily, have you ever felt like you were being watched? Like there was something in the room with you, but when you turned around, there was nothing there. No one there. Just ... shadows. A montage of shadowy figures moving in the corners of rooms, fleeting glimpses of dark silhouettes in doorways, and blurred movements in the periphery of the camera. The sound of whispering grows louder. 1. The first encounter. Emily sits on the couch, wrapped in a blanket, recounting her story to an off-screen interviewer. Her face is pale, her hands fidgeting nervously. Emily. It started about 6 months ago. I was living alone in my apartment, just going about my normal routine. One night I was sitting right here, watching TV, when I felt this ... chill, like the temperature dropped suddenly. I looked over toward the hallway, and that's when I saw it. Flashback. Emily's POV. The camera pans down the dimly lit hallway. A tall, shadowy figure stands at the end, motionless. Its shape is humanoid but lacks any distinct features. No clothing, just pure darkness. The figure seems to shimmer slightly, as if it's not entirely solid. Emily, it was just standing there, watching me. I froze. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. It felt like ours, but it was probably only a few seconds. Then it just ... vanished. Emily, I told myself it was just my imagination, maybe stress or lack of sleep. But then it happened again. 2. The shadow in the mirror. Emily stands at the sink, brushing her teeth. The camera focuses on the mirror behind her. As she rinses her mouth, a shadowy figure appears in the reflection, standing directly behind her. Emily freezes, her eyes widening in terror. Emily. This time, it was closer. I could feel its presence, like it was right behind me. I didn't want to turn around, I was too scared. But when I finally did, there was nothing there. The shadow figure in the mirror tilts its head slightly, as if studying her before fading away. Emily spins around, but the bathroom is empty. 3. The night visitor. She lies in bed staring at the ceiling. The room is dark, illuminated only by the faint glow of a streetlight outside. The camera slowly pans across the room, revealing a shadowy figure standing in the corner, its head tilted unnaturally to one side. Emily. It started coming into my room at night. I'd wake up and it would be there, just standing in the corner, watching me. I stopped sleeping. I was too afraid to close my eyes. The shadow figure takes a step forward, its movements jerky and unnatural. Emily pulls the covers over her head, trembling. For seeking answers, Emily sits at a table, surrounded by books on paranormal phenomena. She flips through pages, her face a mix of fear and determination. Emily, I had to know what it was. I started researching, and that's when I found out about shadow people. They're these dark humanoid figures that people all over the world claim to see. Some say they're spirits, others think they're interdimensional beings, but no one really knows. The camera zooms in on a book titled Shadow People, Real-Life Encounters with the Unknown. Emily's hand trembles as she turns the page. 5. The final encounter. The screen transitions to Emily's apartment at night. She sits on the couch clutching a cup of tea. The room is eerily quiet. Suddenly, the lights flicker. The camera pans to the hallway, where the shadow figure appears again, this time closer than ever. Emily, it was different this time. It wasn't just watching me. It felt angry, like it wanted something from me. The shadow figure begins to move toward her, its form shifting and distorting as it approaches. Emily stands backing away, but the figure is faster. It reaches out a shadowy hand and the screen goes black. Emily, leave me alone. The sound of glass shattering fills the air. The screen fades back in to reveal Emily alone in the room, breathing heavily. The shadow figure is gone, but the air feels heavy, oppressive. The aftermath, Emily sitting on the couch again, speaking to the off-screen interviewer. She looks exhausted, dark circles under her eyes. Emily, I don't know what it was or why it chose me, but I do know this, it's real. I'm not the only one who's seen it. A series of interviews with other people, each recounting their own encounters with shadowy figures. The camera pans across their faces, each one filled with fear and uncertainty. Man, I saw it in my bedroom. It was standing over me, like it was waiting for something. Woman, it followed me for weeks. Everywhere I went, I could feel it watching me. Teenager, I thought I was going crazy. No one believed me, but I know what I saw. The sound of whispering grows louder, accompanied by the faint sound of footsteps. A single line of text appears on the screen. Shadow people are real, and they're watching.